Guys, we are back on the bonus hole high risk coin pusher, and boy do we have a special video in store for you today. So this can be up to a total of 3 different parts. Part 1 is today, released on Friday, and then 2, and if needed, a part 3 will both be back to back on Saturday. This tower is amazing. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. The tower on the right is filled all the way to the top with $100 bills that's coming out. The one on the left is kind of weak, if you, from what I can see at least. You don't know what's down in there. There is 1,500 chips and $100 bills in the front, and heading towards the back, it is filled with 50s and 100s and an ounce of gold. Believe it or not, for whatever reason, that's what they're using for an ounce of gold, is that vial, and everything else. So basically today is a throwaway day, but today is part of 1 and 2, meaning this is supposed to be just to get the tower prepared, ready. As you all know, it normally takes 1 day, a throwaway day, to get the tower pushed up enough where it's going to come down to fall. If the tower, one or the other, would happen to come down today, we win double the amount of cash that comes down. So whatever the amount is that we won, say we won 200, it would be worth 400 if we can do that today. But if not, we'll go over into part 2. We'll get into that. There's separate rules, but it's all covered under the same buy-in for quarters. So don't really look at this little thing of quarters and think, wow, they ripped you off, because this counts for this one and a full cup of quarters for tomorrow's buy-in. In total, it was a $2,777. I hope that makes sense. $2,777. I don't know, they love the 7 videos, but $2,777. Today we start off with limited amount of quarters and a limited amount of time. Our whole main objective today is basically to try to get this to be ready for part 2 to fall down. All right, guys. Happy Friday. The weekend's coming. I really want to figure out on 3 different cameras now. There is, I think, too much lighting inside of the bonus hole, because it gets washed out by the time that the camera gets to it. And it's, man, I fight with the lighting on this thing all the time. Part 2 will have a reset. So not only do you get a new set of quarters, but you also get a reset in quarters. And again, whatever money that we can win, goes towards the $2,777 that we need to get back, and the rest will be a win. Again, if the tower comes down today, woohoo, we get double our amount. If a tower does come down, but only part of it, I will then have them make a decision whether that is considered down or not. All right, here we go, guys. Oh man, that's a huge push. I said push weird. All right, this is the last handful of quarters. Oh, this should be a big one. Oh, and it was. All right, since we're on a time constraint, I'm gonna go ahead and run down here real quick. Well, not the best. You ever seen the movie Bruce Almighty when he says that's the way the cookie crumbles? For some reason, that's the first thing that popped in my head when I realized that. Oh, there we go. I was going to say we didn't get a lot of quarters back. The good thing is there's no rules like both towers have to come down or anything like that. It's basically just play straight. The only difference is rule wise is if it falls down today on our time constraint, we get double the amount of money that's won today. All right, so that was the first bit of money that we won back. I think there's $200 down there. Come on, baby, come on. This sucker's huge. I'm trying to get it, drop it on its way out. That way it lies them all flat, and I hope that they get spread out evenly. 350 in total. Now I'm going to leave the rest as a mystery. Look, I just want to get against my own rules there. Oh! Come on, come on. I think we're getting close on time. That's the last bit of quarters. Are we done? Oh, okay, okay. Is it close? We are almost out of time, and we are definitely almost out of quarters, which is unfortunate. I knew that was going to be a problem. They didn't put a lot of quarters in the field, unfortunately. Oh! There went the lights. Oh, it stayed off. That's interesting. It might actually help it out. I don't know what it looks like. Not too bad. Ah, man, I really don't even know if we're going to make it. I'm not going to lie, I'm not real happy with the progress that we actually made today. I was hoping to do more. I do have the advantage of a full cup of quarters next time, but I was really hoping that I would get this thing down to, that was all the quarters I had, where it was getting ready to fall. I'll show you a pan shot of the one on the right when we are done. And there's one quarter left, guys. There is one stinking quarter. We'll throw it right there. This might be, this is it. How much time do we have left? Well, unfortunately, we had 5 minutes left, but I'm out of quarters. So I'll jump ahead in time, either to do a final count, or we will continue playing if another quarter comes off. All right, guys, welcome back. Unfortunately, 5 minutes went by. Actually, over 5 minutes. Nothing else fell. There's stuff right there on the edge. I like that. I think I might. Leave me a comment, since there's going to be a time in between, because I'm not playing this today. It's the reason why I'm not doing 1 and 2, filming at the same time. Leave me a comment. Do you like this angle better, or do you like the first angle? This one's kind of cool because you can see all the stuff come off, but you get a shot of everything else. So, all right, guys. So, $2,777. Oh, something fell. 100, 200, 300. Ooh! Unfortunately, we're out of time, but we might. I was going to say. All right, 300, 400, 500. Oh my goodness gracious, it's starting to come down. And 700. All right, so we got a portion of it. Let me pull this out real quick. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that like button and share it. Let's get this video out so people can watch part 2 and possibly 3 tomorrow. This is going to be a big one, and I'm super excited to put it out. I guess there's another angle option too, but you just can't see what's coming off. Guys, thank you so much. Like I said, hit that like, follow the page if you're watching on Facebook, or subscribe to the page if you're on YouTube. And hopefully this does some damage with me not even having to do any damage. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.